I know Chiggs is in here recording this.
No Chid Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
so you know Chid gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Chid's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Oh, come on, Drake. Let bygones be bygones. So about a week after Elliott Wilson called out Drake for doing an interview with a non-cultured platform, Bobby Altoff looks like Elliott is walking it all back. Now, Drake ended up responding back to Elliott saying, LOL, man shits on not coming to his platform for a second time. And now Elliott 10 toes doing Yes Jews run-up interviews at Rolling Loud. Just admit that you took over, big dog. Now, sometimes when you're wrapped in your own bubble, you can't see when you're wrong. Not till other colleagues or other people in your circle tell you, yo, you were kind of bugging. Joe Budden responded back to Elliott going at Drake, and here's what he said.
Elliott did go real hard at hating on that interview.
Yeah.
And he said all the Drake interviews outside of his and Yachty's, he later backtracked and said, but he said all the Drake interviews have been mid. So, I mean, you shitting on somebody that's trying to do something different, and that's your man. He gave you a look. That was your biggest look.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people operate on what have you done for me lately.
You can't do that when I gave you a look.
No, I'm agreeing with
the rest of the niggas.
That's how they operate.
The rest of the niggas that would love a Drake interview but never got one, like he opened his home to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just do an interview. He opened his home to y'all.
Word.
So if anybody could shit on my interview with this little white girl Bobby,
it's not y'all.
It can't be you. So I think he had that shot coming to him. But I'm also from the school of, yeah, shots help. I'm going to fire at you, fire it back, and that's going to help blowing me up. I love the spicy Elliott.
Now, NORE also chimed in to let Elliott know, yo, you were kind of wrong in blasting Drake publicly. That should have been a private convo. Here's what NORE said.
Honest point of view and an OG point of view, but I feel like once, you know, if you tell me, yo, what I think you're doing is wrong in private,
yep,
I'm actually going to listen to you more. But if you tell me if I think you're doing is wrong in front of 17,000 people,
yeah,
those 17,000 people now have an opinion on this situation too, and they can chime in, and even though they're not qualified to even have this conversation, but they're not chiming in, and it's now looking like, oh shit, he sent his warriors or his YNs or his towards them, because you just never know. Because sometimes I feel like our coaches should come to our culture first.
So Elliott did the right thing and he reached out to Drake.
Why is he upset with you? What happened? Because I made fun of the TikToky girls interview thing, and like Dory said, like the whole thing is like, you know, you get defensive. You're like, yo, it's like you're not gonna sit with the culture. It's just like sometimes, you know, I feel like I have to say something, but again, I was wrong in the sense of like we have a good relationship, so I should have at least spoke to him before I kind of went. Like I would have gave him the same grace I would give Hov. So I was wrong for that, and I apologize to him.
But looks like Drake has no interest in being cool with Elliott. Elliott tweeted, Joe Budden was right, and I apologized. Yachty forgave me, the boy hasn't. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of reasons why Drake hasn't forgiven Elliott, even after he reached out to apologize to him. My theory is that started this whole conversation back up again about Drake being a culture vulture, not giving back to the culture, and sitting down with platforms that covered him early on in his career. He's already done a favor to Elliott Wilson and his platform Rap Radar by giving him their biggest interview. So for you to turn around and call me out publicly because I chose not to sit with you for the second time, listen, I might feel a way about it. Drake is currently on tour right now, so the last thing he needs is negative publicity in the media. Tell me what you guys think about this, man. Elliott Wilson says Drake has not forgiven him yet. Post comments below, subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later.